So what we're looking at here is a double overhand knot. So this is a stopper knot, and stopper knots are useful for putting a stop in the end of a line, whether that's a climbing knot or the end of a climbing line or a rigging line. So it's technically called an end line stopper knot, and we can tie this one now. So I'll just undo this one and we'll go through it together. There's a couple of ways of tying this knot. The easiest way that I find is to take the working end, and we're wrapping that around my thumb and taking the working end and popping it back through the 2 loops we've just made, and then we dress and set that knot ready to go. And what we should see is 2 parallel lines on the back where the turns are and the crossover at the front. There's a second way of tying this as well, which is just as easy but quite different in terms of how you go about it. I'll show you that quickly. So I'll just take the working end and I'll tie an overhand knot around itself and then tuck the tail again, and then we just cinch and dress, and we have exactly the same knot. So 2 parallel parts on the turns and the crossover on the other side. To break this, just pop the turns and basically unravel. Quite simple. You do, however, need 5 times the rope diameter on your tail length. So this is something to always be mindful of if you're tying this knot in the end of your climbing line, for instance, or the end of a rigging line. Do make sure that you've got the appropriate amount of tail at the end of this stopper knot. And do dress it and really set this knot so that it's taken full shape and will actually act as a stopper.